I'm going to tell you about the work that we've been doing as kind of the next step in wastewater generation. This story begins at Yale University, where I developed a catalyst that could oxidize anything. It could oxidize at very close to thermodynamic potential a number of different organic contaminants in water. But initially, we wanted to use that for renewable fuel generation. So I was a part of the NSF I-Core program. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but you do 100 customer interviews to find out where your best market is for your catalyst or for your invention. And 216 customer interviews into that, all of the customers had told me that, baby, you think that's really pretty? It's kind of ugly. And so we found out that making renewable fuels with these catalyst materials was a completely unmarketable value proposition. So we had to flip that on its head. Rather than making renewable fuels, rather than reducing CO2 and oxidizing water to make a hydrocarbon, we took a hydrocarbon and we oxidized the hydrocarbon to carbon dioxide and we reduced the water to hydrogen. And that is essentially what happens in our wastewater treatment cells. So what we did, taking that one step further, is we developed what is essentially a catalytic converter, except for organic wastewater. You put wastewater in, it selectively removes the organics from the wastewater, down to less than 0.05%. To break into this ecosystem, we sold our catalyst materials to Strem, and we partnered with Proton Onsite, one of the largest electrolyzer manufacturers in the country. We determined through a number of different trials with them that these catalyst materials could be used as blends in anodes for our aqueous organic catalytic converters. So we went through a number of different iterations of this invention, but eventually found one that works at scale. And with our customer, Group Danone, and with our provider, WasteHub and SmartFlow, we have begun constructing a wastewater treatment plant. To kind of give you guys a little bit of a timeline, since I don't have too much time left, we started with our benchtop proof of concept at Yale University in 2014. After that was when I started this company, and shortly after that, we made these prototypes and began selling our catalysts in the wastewater treatment and electrolysis markets. And today, we have our benchtop pilot reactor that's fully functioning at pressure and at the same conditions as scale. The proof of concept was published in Nature Communications. We have 5 different patents on things related to that. The prototype and our revenues from the prototype put me on Forbes 30 under 30 list. That's what Millie was touting earlier. And the benchtop pilot reactor, I hope, will win Ocean Exchange's big pitch competition. Thank you very much.
Nice job, Steph. Thank you. Judges.
Let's kind of bring it down from the scientific presentation to just on-the-ground type. So why are you better than many other catalysts and many other similar technologies?
Because this catalyst can selectively oxidize. The selectivity is the problem. It can selectively oxidize organics down to very low concentrations, and it can do that efficiently. So you're only oxidizing the organic contaminant with the thermodynamic potential that is required to oxidize it, rather than high over potential.
When you use the word efficiency, more efficient, what do you mean by that?
So the overpotential is the difference in the applied voltage that you required versus the amount of energy you get out from that reaction.
Now let's bring it down from the scientific definition practically. How percentage-wise, how are you better?
70 to 80% is the round-trip efficiency of the process.
Thank you.
So I'm interested in the organic part. A lot of waste streams in food processing plants vary, and they have very valuable flavors and enzymes that have tremendous resale value as, quote, natural products. Do you have anything in your business plan to sort of spin off a platform technology in the sense that you've got a valuable product as a waste stream in addition to making the water clean?
We do exactly that. We have our anode materials are catalyst blends that selectively oxidize the ones they don't want and keep the ones they do want. That's what all that Yale IP is for, that we had to fight with Yale to get all those patents from them.
I'm sure that'll be a good story over a nice big glass of Merlot, but anyway, thank you.
We can do that.
Well, with that great innovation, you should be founded, 100% founded, and every company knocking on your door.
Well, we're revenue funded right now.
Okay, so you should be selling your IP for billions of dollars.
No, we have to prove it first. That's what that plan's for.
Okay.
And the ocean exchange, if I am lucky enough to walk away with a check, the ocean exchange would go toward a pilot to use this in pharmaceutical waste, because right now we use it in dairy waste, which is a very niche market.
Is this designed for point source effluent, or could this also be used in like a municipal water treatment plant?
Eventually, it could be used in a municipal water treatment plant, but all of our R&D so far has been for industrial wastewater, so point source. But the concept can be applied. There's nothing stopping it.
Does your patent cover that?
Yes.
Thank you.
One of them.
And what is the cost of doing this compared to what's being done right now to treat point source wastewater?
Well, right now the capital costs are roughly equivalent, but the payback is faster because we're essentially energy neutral. We make hydrogen that can be fed into a fuel cell to be reused, and we also make other products out of this. So it's essentially a faster payback with the same capital costs as they currently are. That one I showed before is about a 2.5-year payback.
So did we ask the right questions to actually touch that thing on the podium?
No, you guys are supposed to ask, why can't you use rare metals? Well, this is the amount of rare metals that would take to be about 1% of the wastewater.
Just why can't we use the rare metals? That's the question.
There we go. We use only monolayers of rare metals, so such small amounts where this amount of iridium, which is one of the rare metals that we use, could take care of about 1% of all of the industrial wastewater in America. And this is kind of an expensive amount of iridium too, so I'm keeping it on my person.
Any other questions? Staff, thank you very much. Great job.
Thank you.